Hey guys, it's Austin Bach. It is now release time for M13, so I decided to do a draft right when the queues open. It's about 10:30 my time, so like they literally just opened, so I just jumped in the queue. We have our first pack here. We've got some very good white cards and not a whole lot else. Vidalcan Tranter's okay. Farseek's not bad. Bond Beetle's not bad. Liliana Shade. And Visionary, other than that, it's like all white. The rare is not very good. I'm just going to pick up a Sarah Angel here. I'm a little concerned about white being so strong in this pack that, the people are probably going to pick, like, I guess Oblivion Ring right after this. But, you never know. We could end up not even going white, depending on what happens in the next couple picks. But Sarah Angel is just a very good card, and we get past a second one. I'm going to take a look at the other picks, but I think I just want to take another one. Like, having two is just going to be amazing. As our bombs, like we could end up not playing anymore win conditions per se, just work on filling out the bottom portion of our curve and we'll be in very good shape. But starting off with double Sarah Angel is a very good thing in my opinion. We're gonna get triple? No. So now we gotta make some decisions. Haven't played with Furnace Whelp a lot, but it seems pretty strong. Even as just a 2/2 flyer for 4, it's not terrible, and throw Fire Breathing on that, you've got yourself an argument there. Nothing else super exciting here. You got a Bear, which I might end up taking. I do like green-white. The last time I tried it with a bunch of ramp and like Elder Scale Worm and stuff, and it didn't really work, as you can see in my first draft, I think it was. You can find somewhere on my page. I think it's probably a better idea than the 4-drop. Since we've already got double 5-drop flyers, I think we'll be okay in that department. But I'll take a Timberback Wolf. What do we have here? Another Timberback Wolf, and obviously the more we pick up, the better it's going to get. Also an Acidic Slime. We also have a Windrake. It's a pretty interesting pick here. My gut instinct needs to take that, but I think I need to resist that and look at some other options. And because I've already got 2 very good 5-drops, I'm leaning away from Acidic Slime. You just get better stats on Windrake for 2 less mana. Even though you do get a good effect, it's not always relevant. So I think I'm just going to pick up a Windrake here. Pass up on the second Timberback Wolf in the hopes of getting more if we end up staying in green. What do we have here? I really want to take a Murder. This is a very late Murder. It's 5th pack. I also want to take a Volcanic Strength. But neither of those are colors we're considering. I think it might be Battleflight Eagle here. I don't know. I think I'd rather take a Murder in the hopes of maybe going black later in the packs. But like I said, we already have 2 5-drop flyers that are gonna fill out our curve. So I'm not sure how good Battleflight Eagle is gonna be. I think I just need to pick up a removal, and hopefully that goes somewhere, but you don't know. Roaring Primadox is not terrible. We don't have any good targets for it yet, but we'll see. I think I'm just going to take an Unsummon here. It's pretty decent removal, not permanent of course, but if we end up going blue, it's going to be very helpful. Blue's looking pretty open. I think I'm going to take a Fairy Invaders and move into blue-white flyers at this point. And 7th pick, and no one took it. This is a very good card, so like I said, our 5-drop position is going to be pretty good. And on that note, I'll take a Divination over Elixir and Yeva's Force Mage. I'm going to hide these 2 cards. Murder's probably less splashable. We're still not totally set on blue-white, but it's looking pretty strong right now. I just need to pick up some more removal and a few more creatures to fill out the curve, but I think we're in good shape here. What do I want out of here? A Bond Beetle, sure. And Dark Favor is very good. It's let's see. Tricks of the Trade, nice. If we end up picking up any Scroll Thieves, that's going to get a lot better. This is straight up better in our deck, obviously. And pick that up. So, yeah, so far I'm just gonna try to focus on getting some removal in the next pack, get some pacifisms and divine verdicts. But I think we're in pretty good shape here. Alright, back for the second pack. I skipped over the last two picks of my last pack to save time. If you're curious, I picked up an Angel's Mercy and a land, obviously. Magma Quake is very nice, and I'm not too worried about passing it because our deck is like flyers, so we're not worried about this really. Searing Spear I would kind of want, but I think Pacifism is a more likely bet. It does almost the same thing as Searing Spear, not quite, but it's a solid card and it can take out those big creatures that are a problem. So this is kind of a weak pack in general. Let's see, there's the Black Ring. We're not going to play that. Could be Tricks of the Trade, could be War Falcon, but I think I'm going to take the Prize Elephant, and then we might even splash a Forest if we get anything else good in green, or if we pick up an Evolving Wilds or something. So let's see here. I think it's between, well, it's going to be between Avensquire, Windrake, and Attended Knight. Let's see, creature-wise, we've got our bombs, and then other than that, it's just a Windrake and maybe a Prized Elephant, so we need something at the beginning. I think I want an Avensquire. And then it'd probably be Attended Knight and then Windrake. But, yeah, I mean, Avensquire is going to be good when we've got all our flyers. You know, just getting in like one creature turn seems pretty reasonable in this kind of control-y list, or so we hope. We'll see what happens. War Priest of Thune is not going to be as good as a Johnny Sunstriker, but that is not going to be good as Welkin Turn. This is a very good Welkin Turn deck. Downpour, I've heard is not very good, but it's done good things for me in past drafts at FNMs and such, but maybe that's just because it was at FNM, so. Ooh, so I think I want to take Fogbank here over the Windrake, just because since we've got so many good bombs here, I just kind of want to be preventative in the early game more than beat down. Not always two cards you put together, Welkin Turn and Fogbank, but you can make it work. Touch of the Eternal, what does this do again? So, beginning of your upkeep, reset your life count to the number of permanents you control, which is probably going to end up being like maybe 8 or 9 in our deck. That's a 7-drop, so that's 7 lands plus whatever we have on the field besides that. And it's, you know, it's okay. It's a 7-drop, so I don't think we're going to play it. Maybe Divine Favor. I'm not as impressed with it as Dark Favor. It's less aggressive, but you know, I don't see much that we'd want to put it on. I think we might take a negate here. Not as good as Essence Scatter in limited, but not bad. Ooh, we get a Scroll Thief, so I'm gonna Windmill Slam that. And we get another Unsummon or an Evolving Wilds. It's an interesting pick, actually. I have a feeling we're gonna see another Unsummon somewhere along the line, so I'm gonna pick up the Evolving Wilds. And if I get a second one, I'll start thinking about this Prized Elephant a little more. Right now it's iffy. Take another Battleflight Eagle and try to avoid those high drops for now. So we get a Bear versus a Tricks of the Trade. I'm going to hide this now. This is not going to be very good. I think Tricks of the Trade is just going to be that much better for us. Because now we have the Scroll Thief and, you know, just our plethora of two power flyers. It's going to be good. Index I've not been impressed with as late, so maybe a Hydro Surge, but not set in stone. The Ox is not great, but we'll see. Not gonna play that unless we get like 4 Captain's Call, but alright, so I think we're in pretty good shape for white-blue flyer control, so I'll go ahead and pause this and come back for the third pack.